Hello, Virtual Content Club subscribers. My name is Pat Horn. I'm the program manager here at the museum, and I'm going to share with you today one of my favorite experiments or activities that we do here. So for this, you're going to need some milk. Some whole milk works best for this, and we'll explain why in just a bit. So you want some of that. You'll need just a little bit of dish soap, not much, just a few drops. You'll want some food coloring. You're going to need some type of plate or bowl, something that's got a pretty good sized flat surface to it. And then lastly, you'll need something like a toothpick or a Q-tip. So what we're going to do here is, first of all, I'm going to take some of my milk and I'm going to pour it onto my plate here. And I just want enough so I can cover the bottom of it. So I don't need to use a whole bunch. I'm using just a little bit here. There we go, just enough. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a few different food coloring colors that I want, and I'm going to add some drops onto my milk. So I'll do two of these kind of reddish pink colors. Let's see, maybe I'll do green. And you can really put them wherever you want to. You can put them near the middle, near the edges. You'll get a really instant result if you've got them closer to the middle. But I like to mix it up a little bit because then it turns out really cool in the end if you do that. Alright, so now that I've got my food coloring in there, what I'm going to do now is take my Q-tip here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of dish soap on it. So I'm just going to kind of rub it on the top of my container here. Just a teeny little bit on there. And the next step is I'm going to put this straight down into this plate. And hopefully you'll be able to see this. We'll get you some close-ups of it, but hopefully you'll be able to see from this view. So when I do this, you're going to see, yeah, you can see that. So my colors are starting to spread out and make this really cool looking design on my plate. And I can even swirl my Q-tip around, and I'm going to make some cool swirl patterns. I can pick it up, put it down in a different area, and I'm going to make some different patterns that way as well. And what you're seeing happen here is a pretty cool science experiment, and you're seeing some pretty cool things happening, because what is going on is in this milk we've got fat and we've got water. There's other ingredients too, but those are our main two things for our experiment here. And then of course soap, doesn't like to mix with things that are oily or things that are fat. It tends to want to break down. However, it's not instantaneous. So when you put your Q-tip into the milk, what starts happening is your soap is going to start trying and break down that fat as soon as it touches it, to kind of break it apart just like it would if you're doing dishes. However, it's also going to attract to the water molecules. If you stir up your soap and your water, they're going to mix together. And as it's mixing with that water, it's kind of pushing out from the fat here. It's trying to attract to it to break it down. And so you start to get that fat pushing away from the soap, and it's got the water attached to it as well with the dish soap. And so it's carrying then that food coloring with it. And so that coloring is going to spread around, and it'll keep spreading around until my dish soap has really kind of broken apart the majority of my fat molecules in my milk. And this is why we use whole milk, because it's got the most fat in it. If you use lesser fat content milk, you're not going to get as great a result here, and it's not going to last for as long. And you can see how long it'll last for here. Usually you can do it for a few minutes before the dish soap's finally broken down in the fat, or you just don't have enough soap to continue on. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this, and we'll see you for our next video on our Virtual Content Club.